everybody. Thanks for being here, folks. Thanks for all coming out. And thank you, Alanis, for coming. It seems like, I mean, there are threads through all your albums. I mean, you're fighting for self-esteem. You're fighting to get respect. You're fighting to love yourself. Mm-hmm. I mean, do you see through lines between your songs? I mean, do you think, I'm still working on that one?
Well, I think the through line, if anything, it's about relationships. So relationship with one's own self, relationship with other, husband, research and development and dating, they're all chronicled, whether that's, whether they're horrifying or not. And then relationship with spirit, that seems to be something that kind of filters through everything that I write at the end of the day.
How do you turn a journal entry into a song? Does the melody come to you? Do you like start singing the lyrics and go for the chords? Or?
The music and lyrics are often written at the same time. So
really?
Sometimes the chords themselves will beget certain words. Sometimes it's a puzzle piece, and other times I'll start with one sentence that I know I want to have be the chorus. Or, and then other times I have absolutely nothing going in. I just have an empty page, and we see what happens that day.
Wow. You actually said something somewhere where you said you look through your journals and you find the part that scares you most, and that's where you write the song.
Yeah, anything that terrifies me, I want to sign up for.
But when you wrote those songs, did you think I'm really letting down my guard? I mean, a song like You Ought to Know is more explicit than a 19 or 21-year-old usually gets to be.
Yeah. I didn't think about it that way. I just thought, I'm alone in this room, and I might as well sort of approach the songwriting process much like how I approach writing in my journal, which is, total lack of censorship. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people have mentioned, have spoken about the thought that it's really cathartic to do that. And on a certain level, it certainly is. But that can't be, for me, mistaken as healing. The act of writing and moving the energy is lovely. It can be a catalyst for, further healing. But in and of itself, singing You Ought to Know over and over again for years on stage, it didn't really take care of the situation.
Huh. So the wound stayed open?
Yeah. I found actually getting the same courage or applying the same courage that I showed in the writing process to my day-to-day interactions with people, risking expressing my anger or risking expressing my vulnerability in my day-to-day relationships has wound up being the most healing part of things, not necessarily just having written about it in songs.
So the songs taught you how to act?
They taught me how to grow up.
Wow. Do the people you write about ever say, Alanis, you shouldn't have told people that, or were they proud?
Well, I don't speak about their names or give addresses, but my thought is that if someone's calling me up and saying, how could you? My thought is, well, it's interesting that you recognized yourself in that song. Because it wasn't about you. Yeah.
Harley Simon and You're So Vain.
Yeah,
the great mystery.
Yeah.
But does it come with an apology?
No. The song is never written to seek revenge as such. It's more written to get it out of my body, I think.
Do you look back and feel, proud that you kind of opened doors for people? I mean, I think of someone, whether or not they acknowledge it, people like, well, Avril Lavigne, Lady Gaga maybe, Adele, they all owe something to your getting out there with Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah, maybe in a similar way that I perhaps would owe that to Tori Amos and Sinead O'Connor and even Bonnie Raitt and just a bunch of artists who influenced me. And I think my ego takes a little bit of credit for being a part of the movement, but at the same time I know that it was happening in culture in general and that there's more of an openness to having a complicated woman express herself. And not be obliterated for it. So I think I was part of that, I was on the crest of that movement.
You must get a lot of response from your fans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you get stories, you changed my life?
I think the stories that are most touching to me are the ones where they share with me that a certain song or a record was a soundtrack to a certain period in their life. So that's an honor for me to think that someone had me as their partner in crime, or someone had me to listen to when things were tough, or it helped them through a divorce, or helped them through some transition. The thought that I could do that without physically being there is the greatest thing I could imagine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've written a lot of breakup and post-breakup and healing songs that
Yep.
but apparently are all true.
Yeah. Yeah, all for the people.